food poisoning.
Let the wedding party Sorry. Nervous. Hey y'all, it's Tanjanika here with my sister
Kobe.
And today we're going to be playing a little game, Would You Rather, wedding edition. And this quiz is brought to us by BuzzFeed from 2017, so it's old, but we're going to do it anyways because it doesn't even matter. And if you haven't already, if you're new here, hello. And if you aren't new here, welcome and welcome back. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned and put your input down the bottom. So I already pulled up the quiz. We're gonna look at it. I haven't seen the questions yet, so we're expected to give you our authentic answers and prepare for tomfoolery because that's exactly what's gonna happen. All right, so here we go. It says, would you rather, wow, this hair, come on now. Would you rather get diarrhea on your wedding day or unexpectedly get your period on your wedding day?
Unexpectedly get my period.
Yeah, hands down. Nobody.
You can
fix
have
that.
devices to fix.
You can fix that. Like people prepare for that. But diarrhea though.
You can't even stand at the altar. If you
you
gotta run back to the room.
Yeah, nah. 80% of people say unexpectedly. See. Because we already know that diarrhea ain't nothing to play with. Ain't nowhere to go.
And it could be explosive sometimes.
And if you wearing a big wedding dress, you gotta like pull up. Nah. All right, the next one. Would you rather your significant other left you at the altar, or you found out after the wedding that your significant other had doubts about marrying you?
I would rather doubts, because that can be normal. Like, it could just be like cold feet of just like making a big commitment, and then you could talk through that. You know, they still married you and you could talk through that. But leaving me at the altar is just rude, and that's cowardly.
Yeah,
that's not addressing the situation. That's you running out. And if you're gonna act like that at the altar, you're gonna act like that in every single situation.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like, you embarrassing me in front of my family.
And I don't spend all that money.
Like, we could have canceled this.
You could have told me before.
Or we could get therapy or whatever afterwards. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with found out after the wedding that your significant other had doubts. See, the had tells you, not has doubts. Has doubts. Right. Has doubts means we need to do some work. Also, hopefully y'all getting couples therapy beforehand, so them doubts have already been answered by somebody who's an expert, cause, ooh, Lord. Okay, so 69% of whoever took this quiz said the same thing we did. Your significant other had doubts.
Right, y'all still married.
Okay, cool. All right, the next one. Would you rather someone wore a white dress at your wedding or someone got proposed to at your wedding?
Wore white.
Someone wore white.
I don't care what you're wearing. It's about me. You ain't gonna be in no photos.
Also, some people have all white weddings anyways. Like, I'm thinking about like
like Solange type thing. It's like all ivory.
Yeah, Solange had an all white ivory wedding. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne had a white and black. I think their guests were supposed to wear white and black wedding or something along those lines. Like, that's cool. Whatever.
That could be a cute photo op.
I mean, I think I would prefer someone wearing white if that's what I want in terms of like pictures. I don't really have a problem with people wearing white on a wedding day. Like, we know it's taboo or whatever tradition, but I don't want someone to upstage me on my wedding day.
Right, it's not about you.
It's not about you. So if you unless it's you or something at my wedding, it's not my. Wait until tomorrow.
It seems selfish. It's not your moment. And then you using my photographers for free that I paid for. Yeah, being a photographer, I'm like, you know I'm gonna capture a picture of it. Now you get free. Yeah. No.
That's kind of trash. Don't do that. Mm-mm. Okay, cool. 72% of the people say we're white. Cool. The next one. Would you rather have your photographer cancel at the last minute or have your dress ruined at the last minute?
No. Both of those are horrible.
I mean,
what's the definition of ruined though?
I'm assume not usable. If it's ruined, you can't use it.
Like ruined as in there's a stain on it, or ruined as in like it get ripped in half?
I'm gonna go ahead and say photographer cancel at the last minute, only because I've seen situations in photography groups where someone's gotten sick or emergency has happened.
But you can call somebody else.
And they post, and then someone's able to show up and do the work. I'm thinking a dress. Like there's so many steps to getting your dress to be fit for you. You got to pick out the dress, then you got to get fitted for the dress, then you got to do a final fitting for the dress. If the dress was custom made, it ain't no exist nowhere else. So if your dress is ruined, like it's a wrap. You either gonna have to show up to Macy's and get a new one, or like
even then though, like
yeah, nah.
I don't know though. I don't know how I feel. I feel like if I have a cute behind dress and ain't nobody to take professional, but I guess if you can call somebody else in.
Yeah, that's what we're going with.
I guess
we'll just call another photographer last minute. Somebody is free to work. I mean, the only thing is you may not get the same type of photos that you want.
You gotta go get probably the same quality. I don't know.
I don't know either, but having a photographer cancel at the last minute sounds like the one that can be most easily fixed. Mm-hmm. Okay, 87% of people chose that one because we're smart.
It's still a hard decision, in my opinion.
It is a hard decision. That's why it's would you rather. It's supposed to be hard.
I know, but still.
But still though.
All
right, the next one. Ooh. Would you rather all of your significant other's exes showed up at your wedding, or all of your exes showed up to your wedding? I don't think it...
I don't think this one bothers me at all.
Yeah, I don't really think so either.
I don't care. You ain't with them.
I don't have that many exes anyways. Yeah. And I'm friends with my ex. And
I ain't got none. I don't got no exes.
She don't have any exes, so...
I guess that's my answer.
So I guess that's our answer. It really doesn't matter. So would you rather your exes, even though you don't have any, show up, or their exes show up? I guess I'm gonna say mine, because at least I'm friends with mine, and
at least you know how they gonna act.
You know how they gonna act. Unless I'm gonna know how they gonna act. And I'm going to assume that if I am still on good terms with all my exes, my significant other would have met them already.
Right. It won't be like a who dat.
But also, if your exes are coming, they should have already known, because y'all made a guest list.
This is for people who have
that one drama
show up stuff. There are no random entrances.
Nah, these people got drama in their life. We ain't got that.
List, you can bounce.
All right, these people got drama. All of my exes can show up, because all my exes live in Texas. Just kidding. They do not. 73% said all our exes, like all of your exes, show up because you already
you know them.
Because our exes are great. That's why I guess
we only date great people.
Right. Would you rather? Whoa, this one is.
What?
Would you rather everyone got food poisoning from your wedding food, or everyone was bored AF during your wedding and left early?
Oh, food poisoning. Oh, and here's why. Food poisoning, sometimes I don't kick in until like the next day. So you can eat something and still have a great time.
Also, I don't control who makes the food, but I can control the
Because some wedding food be...
yeah.
In my opinion, in the weddings, I haven't been to a lot of weddings, but some of the...
Yeah, I mean, it's standard banquet catering food, so not all of it is like... It's not the greatest meal you've ever had.
I'm there for the cake.
Some of them are...
I don't even eat the food. I just want the
Some
cake.
of the meals are pretty popping, but most of them are pretty, run-of-the-mill banquet food. But if your wedding is boring and people start
That's
leaving,
just disrespectful. I had never... Yeah, that's disrespectful. Don't leave my wedding.
Okay, we going with food poisoning apparently, because we want everybody to be lit and have diarrhea afterwards, because apparently that's how
That's fine, as long as it's after the showdown.
Wow.
It's after the effect. You're allowed to have your fun.
The lituation will be real, but light up your own bathroom.
Yeah, but you don't want people to be bored and then go home bored.
Yeah.
You want people to have a good time, and then they can deal with the consequences.
And they be like, wow, we got so turned, and all of us got sick for that wedding. At least they'll talk about your wedding for decades to come. Remember when we all got sick at such and such wedding? Versus, remember when we were all sitting around on our phones because it was boring? Remember when we all left and went to Walmart?
It's supposed to be a party. You want people to have a good time at your wedding party.
And they ain't had a good time then.
Then you did something wrong.
62% of people agreed with us and said food poisoning. Wow, we really care about our image. All right.
So far, I think we've been on par with what the majority's been saying.
Okay. Would you rather find out that your fiance had slept with one of your friends before you started dating, or your fiance calls you by your ex's name at the altar?
Wait, by his ex's name?
By their ex's name.
Okay.
Yes, at the altar.
Well, both of them, well...
Calls you by
Wait, hold on. What was the first one?
Find out that your fiance had slept with one of your friends before you started dating. So wait, when am I finding out this information? Would I have known before we started dating, or am I finding out while we're dating? Or am I finding out on at the wedding day? Because that's going to matter. Because if we're being transparent, I should have already known that information ahead of time.
Right, and been able to process and move past it if y'all let
Right, versus you calling me by your ex's name. The only time you're going to call me by your ex's name if we got the same name. Like if you dating a whole nother time.
I don't know if they going to ever...
Call me by your ex's name at the altar. All of these are trash answers, but honestly, I'm gonna go with the find out you slept with somebody. But I'm gonna go with the best faith that I've already would have known that information.
No, see, I think I feel like if you knew that before, I don't know. Reread it again because I'm confused.
You find out that your fiance has slept with one of your friends before you started dating.
But it was before you had dated.
I think that the answer is
they had slept together before you started dating.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but like I would rather that happen than my soon-to-be husband has his mind on somebody else at the altar and then embarrass me in front of everyone.
Yeah, mic'd up with everything, videographer is recording.
To me, that's more embarrassing. Like those other situations, we could deal with that in private and talk through it in private.
If we look at like the way society is set up, depending on who your circle of friends are, a lot of people have had hookups with other friends in their circle. Like, so, or even if it's not even a sexual thing, a lot of people have had interest in other friends, emotional connections, different things like that before they started dating you, or maybe something about them led to you, or something along those lines. Whatever, doesn't matter. Better never happen. Just kidding.
They both trash.
All right, here we go. Would you rather have someone photobombing every wedding photo, or do a long, loud fart during the wedding speeches? Photobomb. You can Photoshop them out. Yep. Photobomb. Also,
it could be funny, or you can just Photoshop them
also,
out.
it can go viral. Like I don't want me farting at the altar going viral. No. That's
disrupting.
I'd rather just pull a silent but deadly. Just take out the whole wedding party. But
that's going back to the food poisoning.
Let the wedding party Sorry. Nervous. Also, celebrities be photobombing people's wedding photos all the time. Like, that's normal.
Sometimes that could be funny.
It can be. Better not do it, though. All right. Oh, wow.
What was the percentage?
Okay. That was 69% said photobomb. So right now, we pretty much aligned with America took a survey. Survey says, would you rather trip and fall on your way up the altar, or bash teeth with your fiance when you kiss after the vows? Bash teeth.
Tripping over the altar.
Yeah, that's too public.
It's done.
If we bash teeth, it's just us. Viral. Yeah, if somebody gonna remix it.
Yeah, they will, because you already know.
Yeah, somebody gonna remix that one. Bash teeth only because
it's just y'all two.
We can hide that,
it could be like a nervous thing. You be like, oh. Yeah.
Also, people ain't really people are so hyped that y'all kissing to seal the deal. They're not going to be paying attention. And also, who using teeth out here like that?
Yeah,
get your life together. 67% agree with us. Great. Would you? I mean, it hurt, but. Would you rather your significant other plan your wedding alone with a theme you hated, or you had to do a DIY Pinterest wedding with no help at all? DIY Pinterest wedding.
Yeah, then I can do what I want.
Exactly. No, I mean, I would hope my significant other, if my significant other was a designer, no, because if it's a theme I hate, then we ain't doing it.
It's a theme you hate, so it don't matter.
Also, I don't need a theme. I just need a popping party.
But I also feel like we are the type of people who know what we want. So I feel like at the end of the day, like even if we had a wedding planner, we'll still be like micromanaging to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because that's just like how we are, and we've always been that way. So I just feel like it will turn into a DIY anyway. Like.
Yeah, and also just like if I didn't have any help, at least it looks like the way I want. Versus like if it's a theme I hate, can I even enjoy it?
And then you're not gonna like none of your pictures. You're not gonna like your tablescape. You're not gonna like the venue. You're not gonna like the music being. You're just gonna be miserable because you're not gonna be able to get past.
And I can get past the fact that I hate it.
Exactly.
I hate spinach. I actually really love spinach. If y'all don't know
spinach
what that
is great.
If you don't know what that reference is from, you're too young for me.
Yeah, y'all need to go watch some PBS.
I don't tell them nothing. They can find out on their own. Okay, 82% agree with us. All right, let's keep it moving because I think there's a lot of them here and we ain't down the list.
Oh.
Okay, let's make it quick. Okay, would you rather your wedding cake drop before you could cut it or someone lost the wedding rings? Someone lost the wedding rings. Only because I can borrow rings from people the day of and people won't even know it's missing. If you drop my cake before I cut it, everyone's gonna see that.
I'm mad because I want the cake.
Right. I mean, we can yell and rant and rave about the rings later. Eventually they'll turn up, or if they're stolen, there's insurance on them. Hopefully you got insurance on it. But I mean, you can borrow people's, and people don't always have their final rings at the wedding ceremony. People will borrow rings and then get them resized afterwards. So yeah, lose my wedding rings.
I want my cake.
Someone said your wedding cake drop before you cut it. Nah, I don't want that drop.
Those be sometimes.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
I mean, marrying the love of your life is the best part.
I mean, I'm there for the cake.
But the cake is the second best part. Last question. Wow, we actually didn't have that many. I thought there was a lot more left, but cool. Would you rather your closest friend or relative could make it to your wedding or someone objecting to your marriage during the vows?
Oh.
Closest friend or relative couldn't make it to the wedding.
You can record it in.
Only because that is the reality of a lot of people right now with this pandemic. A lot of people are mourning for the fact that their closest friends or family members can't actually be in attendance to their wedding. But a lot of people are doing virtual and live streams and all these different things to accommodate that versus someone standing up and saying, I object. Like, that's immediately going to be a...
Right, like
what you say? Exactly. So I'ma have to go with if my bestie can't make it or my mama can't make it.
At least there's no interruptions and it goes,
Versus y'all out here talking about something you object. Like we're gonna have to exchange some words in private if you talking about
also
something.
Like who is objecting?
Also, if you were objecting to my marriage, I would hope that you were gracious enough to say something beforehand and not wait to make a spectacle. Don't be coming here saying something afterwards being like, I told her not to marry that person, but she ain't wait. So I had to. You should have said something beforehand. Oh, I'm gonna call you out. And that is it for Would You Rather. What do you think? Would you have made the same decisions we did? Are there any decisions that you would change? Let us know down below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to take the quiz, the link will also be down below. Make sure you share this video with a friend to save a friend. And we are out. Bye.
Bye.